Right now on Spotlight on Florida, you are looking at America's most visited city, and it's in Florida. We'll let you know who took the title and how many visitors. Also, we'll shine a spotlight on our tourism superstar, recently named one of the best beaches in the world for 2025. And later, don't miss our preview of the Hyundai Air and Sea Show returning to Miami Beach this Memorial Day weekend. We'll talk with Mickey Markoff as we get ready to honor our military heroes with an unforgettable display of aerial and maritime excellence. This is Joel Silver in the Spotlight on Florida newsroom. Let's get into some headlines. First up, tourism numbers. And we're talking numbers, and Orlando has done it again with a staggering 75.3 million visitors last year. The city has retained its crown as the most visited city in the United States. Visit Orlando's president credits this success to strategic marketing and the allure of world-class experiences that begin anew each January. The city isn't just a hub for domestic travelers. International tourism is on a significant upswing with a notable 6% increase from the previous year. As we look ahead, Orlando shows no signs of slowing down with new attractions and expansions set to keep the magic alive. From the grand opening of Epic Universe to seasonal deals at Walt Disney World, Orlando is geared up for another blockbuster year. Let's go to issues in the news. Everyone is talking about tariffs, and so are we. We're keeping you updated, and this is actually good news. A recent U.S.-China trade breakthrough is sending shockwaves through the global travel industry, because this historic agreement brings a much-anticipated tariff freeze that could reshape the tourism landscape. Now, with the tariff freeze in place, tourism boards across Florida are ramping up their marketing efforts to entice Chinese travelers back to the U.S., showcasing our stunning beaches, world-famous theme parks, and rich cultural experiences. So optimism is in the air as summer approaches. It's looking good for tourism. All right, it's time now for our tourism superstar of the week, and we've been getting great reaction to this segment. Today, we're shining the spotlight on Siesta Beach, recently named one of the best beaches in the world for 2025. Actually ranked 12th in North America and 42nd globally by a group called the World's 50 Best Beaches. Siesta Beach is just a short drive, about an hour and a half from Tampa. Siesta Beach is the only U.S. beach to make the World's 50 Best Beaches list, and it is beating out tropical paradises in Hawaii and the Caribbean. It's a must-visit destination for beach lovers everywhere, and it's right in our backyard. Siesta Beach also secured 4th place out of 25 on TripAdvisor's Best of the Best Beaches in the World list. It stands out for its stunning shoreline featuring fine white sand made of 99% pure quartz. But Siesta Beach offers more than just beautiful sand. It's designed for a full vacation experience. Families can enjoy the calm turquoise waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and lifeguards are on duty for added peace of mind. Clearly a great beach, and congratulations to you guys on that title. All right, it's time for our event of the week now. A few weeks ago, we showed you the South Walton Wine and Food Festival. We showed you some of the highlights. But as we love to do, we want to hear from the actual people that were attending the event. Take a look. Spotlight on Florida is on the road at the South Walton Beach's Wine and Food Festival. Several thousand on hand at Grand Boulevard in Sandestin for wine, food, and fun. We talked to some of the attendees to find out what they were thinking. Describe your situation here at the South Walton Wine Festival.
Well, I'm here with a bunch of my friends, my son. More drinks than you could drink.
Yes, even with kids here, you're able to have some drinks.
My name is Bill, and this is Sherry, my wife. We just love this wine festival. We try to come every single year. It just gets bigger and better every single time. Do yourself a favor. Get tickets for it.
Describe your current situation here and how you're feeling.
I live in Pittsburgh. I was not aware of how hot it was here. It is beautiful, though, and I'm having a great time. I'm melting a little bit, though.
My aunt and all of my mom's friends are here.
So in a long family line of tradition, you're here as well.
I would carry on the tradition.
Now that you're 21.
Yes.
A lot going on. There's a lot of vendors out here. You know, the alcohol's been nice.
Tell me what's happening with you.
I'm hot.
You've done a good amount of drinking, and tell me what you've enjoyed.
Well, the spirits was a lot of fun. You feeling the most. The wines were delicious. I don't know what they cost, but they were delicious.
I don't really do too much of the spirits. It's a hot, sunny day. Bad things could happen.
Oh, yes. I've seen that. What was your favorite thing you had to drink today?
What was the name of the non-alcoholics? Camdon? Shandon.
If you could take one of the drinks here, you had to go to a desert island for the rest of your life, and had one drink, what would it be?
It would be Shamdan.
Yes, she loves it.
There was this a spicy mango cocktail, pre-mixed cocktail. I don't remember the company name, so that screws me.
Jack and Coke.
a big fat bottle of Prosecco.
There's more than wine here. There's food. Describe some of the different kinds of things you were able to put in your mouth.
We tried the Grimaldi's, was delicious. It was a standard pepperoni pizza.
My favorite is the tuna.
This is a tough interview.
My favorite is the tuna dip from Louie Louie.
Yeah.
However, my friend's favorite is the deviled eggs from Brick Top.
The best deviled eggs I've ever had in my
We've
entire
heard
life.
about these deviled eggs.
The
What was
deviled
it?
eggs, it was the smoothest, creamiest deviled egg I've ever had in my entire Brick Tops. It was amazing.
So the food has been on point. Grimaldi's pizza, fire. Publix has been on point over there with the little sandwiches and the little sweet treats they got.
And were you concerned all day with the food and the drinks about the right pairing and making sure you had...
Absolutely. This was
Did you want to make sure they paired properly in the world of...
I didn't care. I didn't care.
Absolutely not.
You just mix it all together.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't matter.
Well, and if you want to pair it properly, then make your selection wisely.
Yes.
You can't complain about a wide variety.
All right, give me your tagline for this event.
Drink wine, make friends, be cute, love life. Life is good.
Sip, sip, hooray.
Wait, it already is. Is it? Yes.
That's a tough one. Sunday fun day.
Party City, baby. It's the worst thing to miss all year. If you miss this, you missed it all.
Party City, we're here.
If you're not here, where are you?
That's awesome. Perfect. Thank you, my friend.
All right, it is time to talk tourism with our weekly interview with a tourism leader. Mark your calendars for Memorial Day weekend as the Hyundai Air and Sea Show returns to Miami Beach on Saturday, May 24th and Sunday, May 25th. Folks, this is known as the greatest show above the earth. And the best part, it's free to the public and pays tribute to the brave men and women of our military, honoring those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. And there is nobody better to talk to than the guy right next to me, Mickey Markoff, executive producer of the National Salute to America's Heroes. Mickey, I got to tell you, when we started creating this network, Spotlight on Florida, I said one of the first interviews we got to do is with Mickey Markoff because this is you're the perfect person to have on here. Welcome to Spotlight on Florida.
Well, thanks for having me, and I'm excited to talk to you again.
So it's a huge holiday weekend. It's Miami Beach. This is like prime tourism stuff here. So tell everyone about this event.
So we decided we'd bring back the true meaning of Memorial Day and the true spirit of Memorial Day. And there is no better time than Memorial Day weekend to say thanks to the people that serve our nation and that have paid the ultimate sacrifice on behalf of our freedom. So we created this project, and now we're going into our 9th year.
It's an amazing event and just so much to see. If you can, explain the visuals.
It's the only all-military show in America. It is free to the public. It's wholesome, it's family, it's patriotic. We have all 6 of the branches of our military, showcasing. What we're doing is capabilities exercises and training exercises. So different than any other air show where you see civilian aerobatic acts going up and down like stunt planes, there's none of that. We showcase all of our best technology, our next generation technology. But I want to stay on point that it's not the serial numbers on these planes or the tail numbers or how much fuel we turn into noise, because we'll do a lot of that. But what it really is the social security numbers. Our country's biggest weapon is our people. So what we're honoring is saying thanks to the people, the men and women of our military. And the event is used for a lot of purposes. So the idea is to help the military with recruiting and give these kids an opportunity to have a propensity to serve by seeing all of the equipment and meeting all the people. We have 5 city blocks in the Florida Power and Light Patriot Display Village. It's broken into 4 areas. We have a Nicholas Children's Hospital Kids Zone. We have a Monster Energy Action Zone where guys are jumping 300 feet on their dirt bikes and things of that nature. So there's all kinds of military equipment and a chance to meet our military and say thank you.
I am telling you, I've been there for several years. There is nothing like it. It is unreal. Let's take a break here, Mickey, and talk about why do you do this? What is it that made you just so inspired to do this?
This has become a calling for me. I really believe in the core values of our military. It's always about excellence. It's about integrity. It's about service before self. These few people, these 1% of our population that put themselves at risk so we can all have the freedoms that we do, how do you not say thank you to them? I mean, their families sacrifice when they get deployed. They're at the tip of the spear, protecting us in different parts of the world. And I just think it's important to protect our democracy. And it doesn't make a difference whether you're Republican or Democrat. It makes no difference. These people are doing it because they're trying to protect America and the freedoms that we have. We have a live stream. You can go to usasalute.com, which is our website, and you can see a live stream of the entire event for 5 hours each day. And we've added a whole lot of other things. There's one I really do want to share with you. You talk about this flyby of a parade. I want to tell you what's happening, and you're going to be the first to know this. So this is sort of breaking news, by the way, for anybody. Never in the history of the continental United States, never, have we put all three of our bombers, the B-2 stealth bomber, the B-1 bomber, the B-52 bomber, in a tight formation with one of each of our fighter jets off the wings. So what's happening right now, coming down the beach, is going to be not only the three bombers, but F-15s and F-16s and A-10s and F-22s and on of aircraft. They're going to be flying tight formation off the wings. It'll look like a big bunch of seagulls going by. And to do that is an incredible, incredible feat. It's a big air power flyover. So that'll be happening this year for the very first time.
That's incredible. You do have some of the best visuals. I love those shots from the planes flying over. It's unreal. This has got to be something that our military just loves, because they're doing these things for your show.
So this really works for the military, as I said, for recruiting, for morale, for retention, and really reconnecting the military with the American public. So that's how it works for the military, certainly, and they're thrilled about it. We have a lot of senior leaders down here. And so because we have those senior leaders here, we've actually added the Western Hemisphere Defense Summit. So on Friday, before the event, we're having a full-blown summit symposium where they're going to be speaking with both panels and keynote speakers to the business community. We have that sponsored by Northrop Grumman.
Wow.
And Northrop Grumman has become a big partner of ours. And we're really proud of having them as part of this, and honored, actually, to have the first big defense contractor become part of this event. They're doing our live stream as presented by Northrop Grumman. So it's really nice to have major corporations, which, by the way, Northrop's located right here in Florida as well. They've got their big offices out in Melbourne. And, they're building our newest B-21 stealth bomber, which is like a spaceship. And, for the future, they build our B-2 bomber. They build our F-35 fighter jet. So all of that will be showcased. What's happening is it's great for community spirit. It's great for revenue for the business community. It showcases South Florida in a very positive way. So I think this is a win-win deal for everybody.
That's why I thought we should have you on here, because what you've done is just so incredible. People are always looking all over the state, the country, for some event like this, and they're trying to create what you've created, which is it is really unbelievable. I was there with you year one. What was it, 9 years ago?
Correct. Yeah, we started this in 2017. The scope and the magnitude of this has certainly grown since we started, becoming the signature event in the country and all. But what's really hasn't changed is the purpose. And I think it's really important that people take time out of their day while they're all having fun and we're celebrating that these people didn't give their lives in vain. But I think it's really important to realize that there are these people that are out there paying, and pay tribute to them. Just take a minute and say thanks to the men and women that protect us. So, I think the difference between this and a lot of major events, and God knows I've produced a whole lot of major events, is the purpose, is the narrative of why we do this. And I think that's why it's the right thing for the right reasons. And I think that's why everyone gets involved. And obviously with Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association being involved for this many years, we're very, very honored to do that. We've had a number of your senior leaders down here, from Carol Dover to the CFO of your state, Jimmy Petronas, the governor, Governor DeSantis has been down here. Rick Scott will be coming down again this year. He was here both as governor and now as our U.S. Senator. He'll be speaking at our dignitary reception. So I think this thing is well attended by people, but only because they understand the purpose of it. And I think that's what's really important. And listen, a lot of fun. Like I say, a lot of fuel turned into noise. You know, an incredible spectacle. There's nothing like it. And the backdrop of Miami Beach is spectacular. I mean, you know, it's arguably the most famous beach in America, South Beach. And so for us to be able to have this event here in South Florida is special.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I mean, it's amazing. It is definitely something to see. Mickey Markoff, thanks so much for joining us. Any final words?
No, just everyone come out, enjoy it, and say thanks to your military, and come on, have a great day down at the beach. It's free.
Love it. We thank you for joining us on Spotlight on Florida. It was a fantastic interview and great to see you again. I'm hoping I'll see you that weekend. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Spotlight on Florida. Be sure to check us out on social media, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
It truly is a great way to honor our veterans, and it will be a special Memorial Day. Go check it out if you can. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Spotlight on Florida. We thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure that you check in with us each and every week for the latest episode, and check us out on social media in between our episodes. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and more all have our highlights throughout the week, and you'll want to see what we are talking about. But for now, that's going to wrap it up from the Spotlight on Florida studios. This is Joel Silver saying have a great week.